So this is a bit of a beast of this one. Zara is a manager of a shop. So you've got different information in the table, and then you say wages will increase by 7.5%. So let's get our wages sorted first. So wages are £92,000, and we're told they're going to increase by 7.5%. So let's work out 10% is 9,200. So 1% is £920. So there we go. So at that point, we've then got to do 1% 920. Well, to get 7.5 then, well, let's get half a percent. Half of 920 is 400. Half of 900 is 450. So it's 460 if you half 20. So then we want 7%, 7.5%. So if we times this by 7, the 920 by 7, and this will definitely be on a calculator question. So I'm just going to get the calculator out because otherwise we're going to be here all day. So we'll do 7 times 920, which gives us 6,440, and I'm going to add on the 0.5% here. So I'll add on the 460, which then gives us £6,900, and that's for 7.5%. So wages then, what will happen with wages? Then wages will be added on to that, the original 92,000. So the wages now are going to be £98,900. So there's the first bit. Then the rent will be 9/7 of the rent last year. So rent we've got, let's call it rent then. For a different colour now. So we're going to say 9/7. What's the line mean divide? So the first thing I'm going to do is divide that by 9. And then when we've done that, we're going to times it by the top number. So you divide by the bottom times by the top. So dividing by 9, and then times that by 7. So we've got £8,400. The other expenses will halve. So goods, let's go for a different colour again. Half of goods, so that'll be 36,000. So that's halved. And then the other expenses, so other, that'll be halved again, which will be 3,500. The rent will be, Zara wants to increase the amount of money she spends on goods. So spends on goods. Well, what you've got to look at is the overall spend previously, and then you've got to look at what the new spend will be. So the next thing I'm going to do is add up the old values to see what the total amount you can afford to spend is. So if we had 92,000, 10,800, 72,000 and 7,000, that gives us a massive amount of £181,800. Now what I'm going to do is work out all my other ones. So I've got here the new wage, which is 98,900. So 98,900. I've got my new rent, which is 8,400. And I've then got my goods, which is half the amount that it was. And I've got my other costs as well, which is half the amount that it was. So I add these up. And what I'm seeing is if the total cost is less than what it was previously, I can afford to spend more on goods. So that's £146,800. So she wants to wants a total expenditure this year to the same as last year. Can Zara increase the amount of money she spends on goods? Yes. Oopsie daisy. Let's get rid of that. Yes, by, and then if you do this, take away this, we've got 181,800, take away 146,800 by £35,000, she can spend more.